It's Friday afternoon. The emails slow down, the meetings disappear. People start waving to you and saying, have a great weekend, and something changes in the air. But I'm not talking about the office, I'm talking about the change within you. Because this is when your body starts preparing to drop. Because all week you've been running on structure. Deadlines, expectations, holding your shit together. And Friday, let's face the facts, folks, it just feels different because it doesn't just end the day, it ends the week. And with that ending comes a quiet thought. That's enough now. Tonight is all mine. Welcome to the Truth About Alcohol podcast. I'm your host, LeeDavy, and this is a podcast for people who know something about their drinking doesn't quite add up and they want to understand why stopping feels so much more challenging than it should. No labels, no judgments, just honest conversations about alcohol and change. Now, Friday drinking. You're going to laugh at this, but it doesn't really start on Friday. It actually starts on Monday because Monday morning when you get up out of bed, this is when you first tighten up. Because you're stepping into responsibility for the first time for the week. So you brace slightly and you tell yourself, consciously or not, we will just get through the week, right? We will tolerate things. We will postpone things. We will hold our reactions in. We will perform. We will put on the armor. We will wear those masks. Even at home, if you're still carrying this residue of work, all of it will build. Not dramatically, right? But it builds quietly. It's like pressure accumulating in a sealed container, and Friday becomes that release valve. And it's not all about wanting a drink. It's about the week finally letting go of you, releasing you from its clutches, right? And culturally, you're backed up, right? Friday drinks, it's normal, it's expected, it's shared, everybody does it, nobody questions it, and that's why you feel so safe. And when something feels normal, when something feels safe, it just doesn't register as a pattern. It registers as real life. So just take a moment, just close your eyes for me, right? And just imagine Friday night. Just imagine Friday night. Notice the shift from Thursday to Friday in your body. Not literally in your head, but in your body. Does something loosen up for you? Do you have a feeling of anticipation in the body? You see that shift, that subtle leaning towards collapse, that's the moment. And it will come back. It'll come back next Friday because the week is structured in the same way, unless you change it. Now, here's what often gets missed. If the only place effort ends is with alcohol, then effort has to build high enough to justify it, which means Monday to Friday becomes endurance, push, push, push. And Friday becomes your collapse. And that collapse feels like a reward. But collapse isn't restoration, it's just stopping. You see, when you drink on Friday, your system learns something subtle. This is how I close the week. Not with completion, not with integration, with numbing. So the pattern, it wires itself. Week equals pressure, Friday equals release. And because everyone around you is participating in the same ritual and you've been doing so for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, it never looks like coping, right? It just looks like a celebration. But notice something. If Friday or Friday night is the only relief point in your week, then doesn't that mean that Sunday will start carrying the tension again? That Monday will start slightly depleted? So the week really never resets, right? It just loops and loops and loops and loops. The reason this episode is different from the general alcohol equals reward conversation is this. Friday has social cover. It's not like you're drinking alone at home on a Tuesday afternoon, right? It's Friday. You join in a rhythm. And this makes it harder to question because questioning Friday feels like questioning your entire life. And most people don't want to feel separate from the tribe. So the system stays intact. Week, build, release, repeat. Not dramatic, but predictable. And because it only happens once a week, it feels controlled. It's not really a problem, is it? It's only Friday and we deserve it anyway. But patterns don't need to be daily to be wired. They just need to be consistent. Okay? Now there is something very, very specific about the moment just before you leave work or just before you walk into the house to see your family for the first time at the end of a day. It's that drop. It's that exhale. It's that shift from holding your shit together to I'm done. That is a pivotal point in every person's daily life. And I've created a short guided after work reset designed exactly for this transition, for the moment when effort ends and permission starts building. It isn't about stopping you. It isn't about rules. It's about helping your nervous system land properly so Friday doesn't have to collapse into numbing and you don't have to run away internally from those that you love in your house. So if you want to explore that, the After Work Resets lives at www.thestrivemethod.com. Or simply notice tonight, Friday night, the second work finishes and the weekend story begins. Just recognize it, right? Because recognition comes before any form of redesign. I'll leave you with this. Friday isn't the reward. It's actually where the week finally collapses. And that is the truth about alcohol. Much love, strive on, have a wonderful weekend. And if you're one of the warriors out there who's trying desperately not to drink, this is going to be a big challenge for you. And I just want you to know you've got this. All right? Much love, everybody.